Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right, what's probably going to be Trump court readings 4 days a week for the next several weeks. Opening statements happened today, both by the prosecution and by the defense. I'm interested in one particular line in the defense that I heard. I forget where I heard it from, but then I looked it up. Trump's lawyer Blanche took aim at Stormy Daniels, who he said got $130,000, and that, quote, her agreement not to publicly spread false claims is not illegal. So many negatives in there. Basically, what he's saying is that Stormy Daniels was basically blackmailing Donald Trump, saying she was going to go public with an affair or something like that with him, and that he paid her to be quiet. And Donald Trump paying Stormy Daniels to be quiet about lies is not an illegal act. So, again, looking at sort of the general opening arguments and people's assessment of it, Trump's attorneys are just going to try to attack the credibility of the witnesses. That's all they can do. They can't argue the facts of the case because the documentation is going to speak for itself. And what's going to happen with, like, Michael Cohen, he's going to tell you who was in the room and who was doing what and why they were doing it. He's the Rosetta Stone. He explains everything. He is, as I put it before, he's the soup stock and all the base ingredients. By trying to paint Stephanie Clifford's, otherwise known as Stormy Daniels, and there's some debate whether or not she likes to be called Stephanie Clifford or Stormy Daniels. Whatever. I'm not going to get in there. I'll use both her names then. There's some... It's like they're trying to diminish her testimony about the assault that happened between her and Trump. What I find interesting about that is that's going to give her and the attorneys, the prosecutors, free rein to discuss a wide variety of topics about her relationship with Donald Trump. As a for instance, if Trump, never knew her or anything along those lines, and certainly didn't have a tryst with her or an SA, depending on who's talking about it, then she wouldn't be able to describe his genitalia, now would she? Or other things that he might have that would be very personal, very private. Like Melania might know, and Karen McDougal might know, but you and I wouldn't know, and you wouldn't want to know. So let's see how this opening statement, what type of door it opens up for her testimony against Donald Trump, okay? Entertainment purposes only. What's the energy around Stephanie Clifford and Stormy Daniels with regards to this opening statement saying that basically she's a liar and none of this ever happened? Entertainment purposes only. Well, somebody's sitting in the catbird seat. Whether this is Trump trying to say, prove it, or it's going to be her holding court with all the evidence. We'll see what the other cards come out with that. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is Stephanie. This is Stormy Daniels. Like, oh, you didn't just do that. They're going to put me in this chair in front of this jury, and the prosecution's going to ask me a bunch of questions that I'm going to be able to answer about somebody's misshapen mushroom. And then the cross-examination is going to be glorious, because what are you going to come back with? What are you going to say? Isn't it true you're lying? No. Okay, well, that's all I got. The defense rests. Oh, God. How do you explain what this thing looks like? You know what I mean? If you didn't see it, be hard-pressed to explain it. Oh, dear. In the past, we got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, for Stephanie Clifford, Stormy Daniels, this case, this is about justice. She got screwed over by Avenatti. She tried to sue Trump for defamation and lost that. So she is reclaiming her power, and she's not going away. She has no intention of going away. We have a pair of aces here with this one. She's a woman of action and intelligence, and she's going to take it to Trump's attorneys and Trump's defense. I mentioned that Michael Cohen's like the stock and the base of the soup and all the ingredients. She's the spice. She's the sizzle that's going to make this trial really interesting. Current situation, the Six of Swords. She's not up yet. I think it's almost like by disparaging her in opening statements, they're giving her the ability to take this case somewhere where it wasn't supposed to go. You know, if you they're saying there was no relationship there. Okay, well now she can describe the relationship. And you've opened the door for that. And there's pictures of her with them too. So it's kind of a tough sell to the jury that there's no there between these two. I do think that there's times where she would like to just be with her daughter and living a peaceful life away from all this. But that's not what we've got. As I mentioned in a previous reading, she did not take a minor role in this lifetime, and now it's her time to shine. Overarching energy is the Six of Coins. One of the issues that's going to be brought up is this $130,000 that was paid to her. It's at the key. It's at the heart of the case, right? Why would Trump pay this woman $130,000 for making up lies about him? I mean, he makes up his own lies for free. Why would I need to pay for somebody to make up lies? And you think about it, anybody who's accused Trump of behavior like that, he just denies it anyways, right? That's what we've seen over the years. But here's the problem. Back then, at that time, that this story could come out right after the Access Hollywood tape, that would have been devastating to his political chances because people didn't know Trump like we know him now. They had hope for him. They thought he was going to be different and special and wonderful for this country. Well, some people did anyways. And to have had a scandal like that would have been a real detriment. Some people may not have supported him in the general election if they knew what he had done at the time it was going on in his life with his wife either being pregnant when he had an affair or being with assaulting a porn star when his wife's home with his baby boy. They may not have been quite so anxious to check his name on the ballot box, and it probably would have changed the election because that's what this is all about. It's about election interference. I think, and so you have to explain why would you pay this person so much money when you're saying they're a liar. It's going to be hard to explain that. The lesson to be learned from this is the nightmare. Her accepting this money made her life easier. I think that's part of it. No, she took the money because there were threats made against her daughter, and it made life easier. And, she had the money, which made her life easier. But ever since she signed that NDA, her life has not been easier. Her life has been a nightmare because it tied her to Trump and tied her with the election. And, you have the vulgar Trump supporters that threaten her life, probably threaten her family, so on and so forth. This is not an easy life, not an easy role she chose. But here she is. And, she's been living through a nightmare. But the heck, she's going to succumb to that. Nope. It's like, you know what? You've made my life difficult. I'm going to tell people exactly who you are. Not that I'm going to make your life difficult. I'm just going to tell them who you are. I'm going to tell them everything I know about your misshapen Ace of Wands. And, I think people are going to believe her because it's, as the defense said, don't check your common sense at the door. Yeah, that's good advice for the jury. Don't check your common sense at the door. Use your common sense. You're allowed to use your common sense. Actually, I don't know if he said that. I think I heard that, and I'm paraphrasing it. And I haven't looked it up to see if that was the case. How is okay? So that's kind of what I think it's going to happen with Stormy Daniels with her. I think she's going to bring the hot sauce, and it's she's going to tell it like it is. She will probably be a very convincing witness. She might be one of the most convincing witnesses out there. Karen McDougal might be convincing. Hope Hicks might be convincing. Michael Cohen may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think Stormy Daniels, Stephanie Clifford will be a convincing witness. I saw a picture of Trump outside talking with the reporters, and he's got his hands are like this, so he's playing the accordion of hypnotic falsehoods for people. I'm telling you, it's like, it reminds me of the Jungle Book, Kaa the snake with little twirly eyes that he would do to hypnotize his prey. He doesn't have the twirly eyes. He has the accordion of hypnotic falsehoods. And I should make it +5, right? For all the D&D fans out there. Okay. Opening statements. How was Trump feeling after opening statements? Heard he was falling asleep again today. Hot rumor. All right. How's he feeling after opening statements? Judgment's here. I should just ask about the energy from opening statements, because that may be what I'm getting anyways. In victory, he still thinks I still think he thinks he's going to get away with this. There's a problem. Never mind. Again, this case is going to render judgment. It's going to be a victorious case because the truth is being exposed. I asked about Trump specifically, but I think it's talking about the case in general. Just like I said, I had faith in the jury. I have faith in this case. The truth is going to be out there. Four of Swords in the past. Delays. Have tried to delay this case. There's no more delays with this case. The jury is going to be weighing the evidence, finding out what's valuable, what's not valuable, and assigning value to it. They're going to be looking at the relationships that were involved in this, whether it's Hope Hicks, Karen McDougal, Stephanie Clifford, Stormy Daniels, Michael Cohen. These are, it's interesting. These are all people, well, maybe not Stormy Daniels, but Hope Hicks, Karen McDougal, Michael Cohen. These are all people that would have done anything for Donald Trump. Some would gross us out, but they would do anything for this guy in service of him. And look where they are now. All three of them are testifying against him. That's going to weigh heavily on the jury as well. These aren't just a bunch of random people who hate Donald Trump. These are people that were in his inner circle. Well, again, not Stephanie Clifford, but Karen McDougal. you don't get much closer to Trump than she was getting to him. Lesson to be learned. And all these people have been cast out one way, shape, or form and all three of them, it involves cast out involving funding. Michael Cohen with, going to actual prison for this money payment. And the two women paid money to not reveal what happened between them and Donald Trump. Yeah, this case it's about money and the deception that went on and people being left out in the cold. Out comes the Knight of Pentacles. You know, why was it valuable to do this? What I think that's what the jury figures out. What was the value in doing all this? Why would you pay all this money to these people? All this involves money, yes. Falsifying business records, yes. But here's the key part where the sun comes in. In furtherance of what? Why would you go through all these steps? What are you trying to accomplish? That's the part that the jury will put together and sort out and make their judgment based off of. I don't think that Trump and his attorneys are going to be wildly successful in getting Trump off of this. And you know what? If they somehow do, well, good on them. Because it's a documents case, and it just doesn't seem like one that he's got much of a fighting chance for. So if somehow he can land on his feet through this one, you know, more power to him. Again, between the Sun card and the Judgment card, I'm pretty darn confident that justice is going to prevail on this one, and the truth will be seen, and the truth will prevail. So we're only through opening statements and the first witness. More stuff to read as the week pans on. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I do appreciate it. Thank you for your likes and shares and comments and everything you do to feed the algorithms so my video makes it out to a wider audience. To people just discovering this channel recently or for the first time, welcome to the channel. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.